Hi Capricorn, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for June 17th through July 16th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the link for the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Kelly Rosano. She's an astrologer and a wealth of information if you like that sort of thing. So hopefully you get a chance to stop by and show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. All right, Capricorn. What else for Capricorn? Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Six of Swords. So this is about transition. Smoother sailing, healthier emotional waters are ahead, shall we say. But healthy emotions are ahead. Healthier place for you emotionally is ahead. You're transitioning out of something very chaotic, and there's a sense of needing to just move on. Like it's just time. It's just time. And this is not an emotional decision. This is using logic and intuition to see yourself out of a difficult situation. We do have an ending here. Things being over. Your person, this could be death. This could be hermit. This is death. This is hermit. This is Scorpio. This could be Virgo. Oh my goodness. The Emperor. Good gracious. That's Aries. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. Ten of Swords. Good gracious. Queen of Swords. This could be Libra. Golly. This is just a mess, isn't it? Ouch. So, both of you want this to be over in a new beginning. And it could very well be that someone was very controlling. Okay. What's his death card about? Wow. What's his death card about? The death card about? Or Capricorn. Okay, so it looks like that this was a relationship where someone was very controlling. There was just a relationship of structure and control and probably rigidity. What's this Hermit about? What's this Hermit about? Is this someone that feels deceived? Isn't that funny that sometimes, if someone's the one that's controlling and micromanaging and accusatory and insecure and codependent and all that, they turn around and go, I feel betrayed. And you're like, you cannot smother me. I know you're probably, I probably let you down, but you can't smother somebody and then expect them to want to be there. I mean, that's, okay. What's this Emperor about? This could be Pisces or Cancer. This could be Aries. Wow. What's this Emperor about? So both of these are Aries. This is a Queen of Wands. Both of those are Aries. So this... Whew, is this someone that wanted things a certain way, but there was cheating involved? Could be. This also, too, on the positive side, this is a couple that is very dynamic. This is a couple that is very in sync together and very connected. They like the same things, same sense of adventure. They like to be around each other more than anyone else, really. It's about what they go and do together. Just a very in sync, connected couple. This is literally like you feel like someone is your better half, because while somebody is the creator and out there facilitating, this one is providing the security and stability and devotion and, the structure. So it's a really creative, a really dynamic relationship based on trust and respect. And so that's a positive side of it. But the thing is, things are over. Why? Because there was just an inordinate amount of control and structure and rigidity. And that's all you had. It was almost like being together in name only. And then I think your person wants this, instead of being over, so that you can reestablish control in your own life instead of being controlled. They perhaps want just a timeout to figure out what happened. They see this as like taking some time apart to just get clear on some things. They're just really confused about a lot of things. They want to do some soul searching. So hopefully they're, or they're thinking, hopefully this is just time apart until we get clear. And you're like, no, because I've already gotten clear on it, and I've changed my mind, or not changed my mind. This is a process. You can't undo this process. It's irrevocable. So, because the thing is, it's about transformation and realization. You can't not know what you know, or the things that you realize. You can't unring that bell. You can't not have those epiphanies. You can't unhave that. You know what I mean? So they're still figuring things out over here. You're like, yeah, no, we're done. But it could be that there is somebody that was very controlling, and the other person wanted to get out there and have just be out there and about, and it was two differing energies. Interestingly enough, though, these are both Aries. Isn't that funny? Huh. Maybe this is the fact that stability and control is restored for both of you, because you both get to now do what you want. But I feel like this might have been like somebody was kind of like the curmudgeon, the one that wanted to stay at home. Maybe they were just introverted, but somebody just wanted things a certain way. And then the other person's like, yeah, but I want to go here. I want to go do this. I want to leave the house once a week. I mean, come on, Different energies. What's this Ace of Pentacles? What's Ace of Pentacles about? So this is, again, with the new beginning. Both of these are about transformation, new beginning. Both of these are about restrictive control. So what is holding you back? Is it the only reason that you're with this person still is because of money? Because of the security and the stability? Is this you finally wanting to get out from under this situation so that you can get out there and have what you want? It's almost like, when I get out of this situation, I'm going to go buy myself a new car, and I'm going to go get myself this or that, or what. Nothing wrong with that. But this right here, coupled together, this could mean kind of an obsession with money. Could also be the workaholic. This combo could be workaholic. It could be a brand new beginning with a Capricorn that you want, some more stability here, or just somebody that you perceive as stable. It could be Capricorn. Okay. What's this Ten of Swords about? What's this Ten of Swords about? Capricorn. I feel like this is like you being jailbroke. Like you just feel like things were so oppressive, and you just want to get out of Dodge, and man, there's just so much I want to do and buy and go and see and get when I get my freedom, when I get my new beginning, when things normalize or stabilize, when I'm out from under this. And this one over here this is the past come home to roost. This is feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back, knowing that it's over, but feeling like, I think they're going to be shocked, because I think they feel like this is time. They're trying to figure out how they feel. They're trying to understand what happened. Have I been deluding myself? There's all these things I don't understand, but you're done. And I don't know how they don't know that this is done for you. Maybe you had to make them think that you could, or that there was a chance. Let's just take a temporary break because you had to get the hell out of Dodge, and the only way to get them to agree to the separation or to not be a jerk about it was to say, we just need some time apart. And they're like, okay, but you're done. And it looks like they're a bit surprised, or maybe they come to the realization that it's like, yeah, it's over. But this person, as much as it's a process for you, it's like this was long and drawn out, because this is a process, this is a process, this is a process. This could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Sagittarius here. And here she comes. It's either a dish towel or socks or underwear. Okay, so it looks like you're wanting to get out from under this, but they're still kind of negotiating the ending. There's a surprise feeling of betrayal here. There's this, I can't believe it. I can't. Wait, what? We're done? I thought we were just taking this time to think, or I was going to have time to try to figure my feelings out, and yet it almost seems like, you know, they can't be surprised because they've been really thinking about the past, and it's like the past has come home to roost. You can't do what you do and not expect there to be consequences. Like you can't. And I think because they might have thought that everything was so stable and secure and solid and steady and things were as they should be, and well, this is just how married people get after a while. So I think they're really having trouble with that aspect. There's a sense of feeling betrayed here with this moon and this Ten of Swords. Like they just, something must have been dishonest or you know, I must have been deceived, because to just up and leave and say it's over. Well, I don't think they understand that you've been feeling that way for a while. Unless, of course, things have already ended. But it looks like this person's still, if things have already ended and you're done, okay. But this person's still really connected to it. It's like it's on a loop. It's like they keep processing what happened. They just don't understand. And that is called bargaining. Because instead of accepting and feeling, you keep negotiating. You keep just not understanding. I just don't understand. Well, that's just a way to not have to feel. Because if you can keep yourself confused, you never really get to the issue, and you don't feel, and you don't grieve, and you don't hurt. So to keep negotiating, to keep bargaining, you know. Maybe they ask for a second chance, and it's like, nope. I don't think so, though. I think that they're trying to figure out what and why, but that's just because they don't want to look at their culpability, perhaps, or maybe they don't want to feel. If I can keep shooting holes in the logic of it, then I don't have to feel hurt, because then it's not my fault, or then it's not real. Then it's like, well, this is a faulty decision because the logic is faulty, so therefore we're not broken up, and I don't have to hurt. You know? This is, all right, new deck, or different deck. It's Queen of Swords. It could be Libra. This sometimes is the bitch card. It's called the bitch card. This is decisions made very with authority and with the idea of being organized and very perceptive and logical. No emotion at all. Other times, this is someone that's out for blood, petty, ruthless, cold-hearted. So it just depends on how that's going to apply to your situation. But this also could be talking to someone that could help you, that could advise you strategically. This could be a lawyer, a judge, a marriage counselor, a family or friend that you find trustworthy and knowledgeable. Somebody that could be kind of guiding you and helping you and telling you what to do and giving you advice. Could be a tarot reader. Somebody that gives information, sound information, good advice. But there's no emotion involved in here with this person. This could be male or female, but there's no emotion. It's strictly brass tacks. It's a means to an end. It's to get the desired result. Information and action used to get to the desired result. What else for Capricorn? Seven of Cups. I don't think so. I think that's progress. I don't think that's confusion. I mean, it could be, well, look at that. That came out. That's the Wheel of Fortune. So that's this right here. It's about things being up in the air. You probably have no idea what the heck's going on, what to do next, this and that, but it's progress towards maybe unknown future now, but still progress, still a good omen, still a good outcome. So this is the end of a karmic cycle that's still in flux. There's still things being figured out, but it's progress towards the end. And this bodes well. This is a turn of good luck here. So whatever you have for the future that you got a lot of options you don't know, you are moving towards it. There is progress, and it does look good. It's like brighter days are ahead. Transitioning to a healthier place. Probably physically, too. You probably moved out. All right. What else for this Queen of Swords? Page of Wands. Okay. So perhaps this is bringing somebody in that can help because you're not sure what to do first, next, how you feel, and they're probably acting like a child. Or they're probably not communicating fairly, giving only a little information. Their energy or interests are scattered now. There's not, I don't know, I feel like they're going to be petty. Sorry, cross watchers. I feel like this is going to be petty. And that's another way to keep control, is when you're petty, when you don't give full information. So perhaps this is saying, if you haven't yet, maybe you need to talk to somebody that can represent you or act on your behalf, because this right here is confusion. It's having a lot of choices and not knowing what to land on first, because there's just so much. This could be feeling overwhelmed. And then this right here is someone that everything is very minimal. They're not engaged. They're not working with you. This is somebody that has many varied interests and is kind of doing their own thing and kind of engages when they feel like it. And then they're going to not play fair the next day. And so you're probably going to need someone that can quite literally cut through all the BS. If that's not someone, it's going to be, you're going to have to take the reins, because we got a page here, and those are not the most mature. Just saying. Right. What else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? The Tower and the Crossroads. So this is a long-standing. This Tower is different in the Lenormand than it is in Tarot. So the Tower in Lenormand kind of feels like the Emperor here, because this is all about the stable, solid structures, often very independent and isolated, because they have to be without persuasion or bribery, all that. So they have to be kind of set apart because they provide protection and stability for the whole. So they have to always be fair, balanced, to some degree isolated, in the sense that they can't be, like I said earlier, can't be swayed. So these are all about the structures of society or relationship that govern us, that sort of thing. And so this could be time, like a long-standing, a relationship of longevity. The past here, we've got the past with Judgment as well. It's probably your relationship that was a very solid, sound structure, but there was a lot missing for you. And right now, because of this maybe recent ending, or because things are being finalized about the ending, you're at the crossroads. Looks like you've made your decision, though, because at the end of this is all about leveling up, like going to the next level, ascending, transformation, that sort of thing. So this is a relationship that is now at the crossroads, not about reconciliation and reunion, but about how are we going to get through this and come out whole, or basically it's decision time. We need to make some decisions. It looks like you're all for it. They are not. They are feeling deceived. They want to keep renegotiating it because they just can't believe. They're just shocked. They feel betrayed. Because they didn't see it coming. Why? Because they had everything they want in the relationship, but I don't think they saw that you weren't happy. So this is a long-standing relationship that is now at the crossroads, and there's a lot of decisions to be made and things to do. You're all for it. You're all over it. You're wanting that ending. You're wanting to move on. They are not. You're going to probably have to get somebody to help mediate or represent and cut through the BS, because I don't think they're going to be cooperative. So if you've got anything you want from them, if this isn't a long-standing marriage, it's just a long-standing relationship, whatever. But if there's things that you want, that you feel ownership of, you're going to need help in negotiating that. Just saying. All right. Anything else Capricorn needs to know? Capricorn. Anything else Capricorn needs to know? Okay, so I was like that. Okay, so that's the Wheel of Fortune again, and the Emperor reversed. Yeah, so this is, you know, lately I've been seeing the Wheel of Fortune, and it feels like leaving things just completely up and just bailing, just walking out, just grabbing your clothes, much like this right here, grabbing your clothes and the kids and just bailing. Not even telling them, not even like, look, I want a divorce. Not even telling the person that I think we need some time apart. It's just going. And then you let them know later through either someone else or they just figure it out. But it's just like it's like a lack of closure because it's up in the air. It's a reversal of a situation, an unexpected reversal, but it leads to brighter days or better, just a better situation ahead. So it bodes well, but you don't know what. And that kind of feels like when someone just doesn't know what's going to happen, but any place has got to be better than here, and they just get the hell out of Dodge. Anyway, we have, it's repeating here. So we got an ending, a karmic cycle ending. Don't know what's going to happen. It's got to be better than this control thing. You're not on the same page now. Things are not cooperative. You're not working together. This is the bully. So this is somebody that's probably having a real problem with the ending and wants to negotiate it, wants it to be continued rather than I've already left. You pick up the pieces and let me know and I'll send you a check, but I'm out. And he's here. Okay. Sorry, I meant nobody's here, just my little guy. I mean, nobody that I'm not familiar with. All right. Capricorn, I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry about, I feel like you need to be careful. I feel like they're not going to be cooperative because they just don't like that this wasn't by their design. They really don't like feeling usurped. That's what it feels like to them. So, I mean, at least for the Capricorns I'm reading for. So I just please be careful, okay? Just know that and as much as you can, get other people to insulate you from this and help you with the decisions and dealing with this, because this is somebody that's just going to not... At some point, it's going to turn from disappointment and being angry about the betrayal to wanting, you know, to be back in control. And often it's resorting to pettiness to do that. So, all right. Please take care of yourself. Stay safe. I'm sorry it wasn't happier. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.